There. Look! Hand!
Hey, two questions. First of all, who came up with the wild equines joke?
I'm sorry, with what?
Wild equines could not forcibly remove me. Who came up with that?
Whoever wrote that episode.
Oh, okay.
It was a scripted line, and that's one of my favorite lines too. I must admit. That was I forgot who wrote that episode. Was it Brad? How do you not know that?
Because once I'm off the show, it doesn't matter.
That was season 1. That was just, we were constantly, I would always go into the office and because it got to the point where a lot of times they wouldn't even try to write the way Teal could do it, and they would just allow me to kind of translate, if you will, to Teal speak. But that was a line that was actually definitely scripted.
Okay. Second one is, how much makeup was involved in the giant X in the belly that the symbiote came out of?
None,
Yeah.
Right?
No, that was a lot.
That was real.
Was there any makeup, or was it all computer done?
No, as a matter of fact, in the pilot, I had to go in and have a body cast made. And so I would actually slip into the body cast and slide my arms through. And it was built up so that there was actually a real mechanical deal that would come out. And then the next one that I think we did in the first or second episode, they had made one that I could wear around, but there would be puppeteers behind me with the moving thing. So I would forget that it was on. And then a lot of times the puppeteers would just make it go like that. and they would get me every time. And then later on it became just an appliance that, and then they would CGI the Goa'uld. And then later on it was just like a green patch that I would wear, or just straight makeup. And then it'd all be CGI'd. So it went from a process of, how long would some of those shots take trying to hide everybody moving the thing? Yeah, it like some of those, in the first few episodes, when you would see the Goa'uld, those shots would take hours trying to hide everybody moving the Goa'uld and everything, moving the Goa'uld and everything. And then later on, it was just simply, put the green thing on. Yeah.
Is there a question up in the front? Okay.
This is for Christopher. The eyebrow. Back in the first season, it went up like 2 millimeters, and slowly it got better every single episode until it was halfway up your forehead. Was that practice in episodes or practice in front of the mirror?
That was the Botox wearing off. Wait, that's not a joke. I'm a weird-looking human being. That truly is what it is. Because I have a natural crease in my forehead, and when we first did the tattoos, the tattoo they were so thick in the early days that it wouldn't crease with my forehead, so it would actually lift off. So if you look at early episodes, if I'm ever in profile, you can see that it's like an appliance. So Jan, my makeup artist, God bless her, said, "Judge, you're getting old. You need Botox." Literally, this is how it started. And one of the producers, Michael Greenberg, said, "Would that work?" And she said, "Yeah, it would get rid of that crease in his forehead." And the next day, I was down getting Botox injections. I'm a weird-looking human being. So yeah, that's why sometimes I would be able to arch my eyebrow really high, and then other times I'd be trying to do it and it wouldn't move. So it just depended on where I was in the cycle of Botox. I'm actually 173.
When you were Tilk, when you were like...
What do you mean when I was? What do you mean when I was? What do you mean when I was?
When you were filming the scary episodes, were you like scared by when the monsters were attacking you and everything?
By monster, you don't mean my ex-wife. No? You know? Well, as a matter of fact, a lot of the stuff that we would have to play to...
That's so much funnier than you guys realize.
Then what?
It's so much funnier than they realize.
Oh, wait. That's an inside joke there. So a lot of the stuff that we would like see flying around, the scarier stuff, there would be nothing there. There would be like an X that we'd have to look at, and we'd have to pretend that the scariest thing that we've ever seen was there, and it would always be my ex-wife. So yeah, so a lot of times there really wasn't anything there, so you had to really kind of, you know, I hate to say that word, but you'd have to act.
I think you forgot someone.
Oh, get that away from me.
Come on, you want a treat?
Oh, no. We're not going there. I'm God.
Sit here for a while.
This? Okay, but there can be no other reference.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Wait, is there? There's an echo. Vader. Rise. I love that. No, it's not real. It's not a real penguin. They're like going, oh. Yep.
Questions? There's one right there. And another one over there. And another one.